out the weak. When the world comes together, united as one, sharing stories through the eyes of InView TV. Through the eyes of, through the eyes of, through the eyes of InView TV.
Welcome to another episode of the Midday Muster with Danny Young. And today on the show, we are asking you, what is your favorite thing about live music? We were asking this last week as well. We're going to be continuing last week's live songwriting topic and maybe finish off that song that we started. Today on the show, we have Larry Cann coming up. He's going to be playing his new single, The Battle. One of our lucky viewers will win a $50 music prize later on in the show during our live songwriting session. And we're looking for the best lyric suggestion in the comments section. So stay tuned for your chance to win a little bit later. My name is Danny Young and I am the host of the Midday Muster. I'm a singer, songwriter, touring artist, recording artist, all-around country music lover, and that is why I host the Midday Muster. So for me, my favorite thing about live music, I just love the atmosphere of being at a gig and watching how all the different members of the band interact. And admittedly, I love seeing when one person maybe makes a mistake and the others sort of shoot them a look and they sort of laugh it off. Or if someone does something a bit unexpected or a really good solo and everyone sort of turns around and is like, that was really good, man. I just love seeing the chemistry between the band members live on stage. So that's my favorite thing about live music, and I'll hopefully be incorporating that into our song a little bit later. First, let's take a look at what is happening in country music as we turn to the roundup. ARIA nominations were revealed this week with 5 fantastic country albums vying for the coveted prize. Casey Barnes, Fanny Lumsden, Travis Collins, the McClymonts, and Jasmine Ray were announced as the nominees, with the winner being crowned next month. The Academy of Country Music has announced it will proceed in January 2021 in an online format, with aspiring country artists able to attend a series of webinars and group mentoring sessions via Zoom. While the Academy course usually runs for 2 weeks, preceding the Tamworth Country Music Festival, this January it will run online over 2 days at just 10% of the usual cost. Alan Caswell has announced he has been snubbed from the Bush Ballads category of the Golden Guitar Awards. Despite winning the category in 2016 and again in 2020, with some controversy surrounding the wins, the CMAA Integrity Committee has ruled his entry for 2021 with Manfred Vizjar's does not qualify as a bush ballad, and it has been moved to the Heritage Song category. And finally, the Star Maker talent competition will not be going ahead in 2021 due to the cancellation of the Tamworth Country Music Festival. The competition is a highlight of the annual festival and plans to return in January 2022, with current champion Sammy White having her prize package extended due to being unable to tour this year. And I want to give a big shout out to Brendan Deshawn for helping me out with the roundup this week, sending some great news stories my way. That's it for the roundup, and let's move to our next segment where we invite artists to share the stories behind their new songs and perform them live. Larry Cann is a singer, songwriter, rodeo announcer, and radio host from Yarraman in Queensland. Let's welcome Larry Cann to the show.
Now if you see them on the rodeo grounds, they're mostly the same. They'll keep to themselves till it's over, cause it's not just a game. They live to ride and they ride to live. They only get paid for the time they give, so they give it all. And I'm proud to say that I'm one of them. Well, they're tall and short, they're quiet, they're loud, and they've got one thing in common, and that's they're all damn proud. Being cowboys, and I'm proud to say that I'm one of them. There's a fire burning in the hearts of every one of these men, and you can see it when you look in their eyes that they'll never give in. They ride broncs and bulls and bears, and some throw ropes and some wrestle steers. They call cowboys and they're doing it tough for the thrill of it all. Yeah, the cowboys and they're doing it tough for the thrill of it all. Yeah, we're cowboys and we're doing it tough for the thrill of it all.
Wow, what a film clip. Welcome to the show, Larry. What a great introduction.
How are you, Danny?
I'm going really well, thanks, Larry. And that film clip was actually reminding me of when I met you, because I met you at my very first rodeo, which was only about a year or so ago up in Cunnamulla. I had never seen a rodeo before, and I was asking everyone lots of questions. How does it work? And what are the rules and how do they score points and what makes the bulls so angry? And you were actually announcing that rodeo as well as singing at the festival that was taking place as well. So that film clip's bringing back memories for me, and it's perfect that I have you on the show for it.
All you can think of is what a way to have fun with your boots on, right?
That looks scary to me. I don't think I could do it. So this is a bit of your bread and butter, as well as being a singer and a songwriter. You are an MC at rodeos all around Australia and even New Zealand. You have one coming up in New Zealand early next year. What got you started into that line of work?
Well, I've had a funny life, really, because if you put it in a nutshell, there's been two words that have been rolling around in my life, and I've just been changing two letters as well. So I'm going from rodeo to radio, radio to rodeo, and it's just a revolving door for me. And obviously it started, I grew up in Chinchilla on the Western Darling Downs, and my mum and dad both competed in rodeos. So as a kid, all I dreamed about was competing in Australia firstly, and then making it on the rich North American rodeo scene. And when I was 17, I'd secured a rodeo scholarship to college. I jumped on the big plane, and I hadn't even turned 18 yet, and went to college in the United States, went to a real rodeo area, Powell, Wyoming, just outside of Cody, which is near Yellowstone National Park. And no, I didn't catch up with Yogi Bear, and definitely didn't find Boo Boo, but that whole area was such a cowboy way of life and living, and to be part of the rodeo scene and compete against some of the best in the world and do it successfully was something I'll never forget. And I was able to then come home, compete once again well here in Australia, went to the national finals in 2004 in Toowoomba as a bareback bronc rider, not so much a bull rider, but I continued to ride bulls as well for a few more years, and then and ended up, sadly, it was actually an accident that stopped me from riding in 2011. I was 40 years of age. I rode every bucking horse that I got on for that particular year in 2011. But after the ride, I placed fourth on the horse, and the horse ended up trying to evade the pickup man, which is the guy that comes in to save the cowboy in the horse riding events, whether it's bareback or saddle bronc. And as he went to collect me, my horse sort of jumped sideways, and I was a little bit on the lean trying to get my hand free, and my cheekbone decided to collide with the top of a metal panel, and I smashed the top and
Ooh.
top of my jaw and sheared off the bottom part and actually scalped me in the back of the head. And I was very, very fortunate to be here. So from there, I'd already started to announce a little bit from my experiences, and my son was actually starting to ride as well. So from there, I just changed my focus. I'd already been a radio DJ for quite a few years, and
Mm.
I just used to juggle one from the other, and just used my writing experience to portray that to audiences around the country, and now also into New Zealand on occasion too when it comes up. So yeah, no, it's been an interesting life. Yeah, rodeo to radio, and it just keeps going round and round in circles. And without any events this year, with since March, no rodeos, same as what the music industry is like, no gigs.
Mm.
I was just lucky. I still had the radio job, so I could still talk for a living and survive,
Mhm.
and that's the best way to put it. But all these weekends free, I had to do something, so I picked up the guitar again and started to write songs.
Ah, fantastic. I'm sure the audience could tell from the look of sheer horror on my face that I hadn't heard about that injury before.
Lucky you didn't
Um,
find the photo. There's one on Facebook
oh,
of me face
no.
planted in the arena dirt, and I actually wasn't breathing when they got to me in the arena.
Oh, okay. Wow. And that is why I am not
It
going to
was a
get on
very
a bull
it
or
was
a
a
bucking
very hard
horse ever.
fence. It was a very hard fence.
Yes. Okay. Well, yep. If it stopped you from going in rodeos anymore, then clearly it must have been quite an accident. But I'm glad you've been able to transfer your passion and your knowledge about the sport into announcing. And clearly, you've been working on your radio voice for many years, hosting all the shows, so it would have come really naturally to you. As you said, you haven't been able to do a rodeo gig all year, same as us musicians haven't been able to gig. Bit of a blessing in disguise. You've been able to pick up the guitar, and you've got a bunch of new songs that you've been working on with some producers over in Nashville. Can you tell us a bit about? Well, you've got a song out at the moment, "The Battle," but before we touch on that, I want to hear about what's coming up next for you, because I know you've already got quite a few songs locked and loaded for the next 6 to 12 months.
Yes, that's for sure, Danny. I'm very lucky. I've worked on 4 new tracks. They're just about totally all finished. Two are already in the can. I have the master copies. Obviously, The Battle is one of those. The second is a song that I wrote with Alan Caswell back in 2013. Kaz actually recorded it as an album track, didn't release it as a single on an album in 2015. And I've taken a real classic country spin of it, and it's called Some Kind of Cowboy. But an extension off of that, I won't be releasing that song till early next year, but there is a very special song coming up in the latter part of November, and it touches on country suicide, and it's called Country Cries, but it turns around to a positive at the end, and it's about letting the country smile again tonight, because we can change the end. We don't have to lose a friend. Keep the light of love shining bright, and let the country smile again tonight. So,
Mm.
it's something that's very close to my heart. I've had a few very dear friends that, well, just couldn't deal with what they were dealing with, and whether it was pride or for whatever issue, that they didn't ask for help, and they've just got to realise there is help out there, and through these tough times, I guess this is where we learn our resilient strength within. But don't be too humble not to ask for help.
Mm. Yeah, it's such a difficult topic, and it feels like suicide and depression affects people in country areas more so than in other areas, because it's such a tough life living on the land and dealing with drought and bushfires and all sorts of things that pop up. So it's fantastic that you've written a song about it. I can't wait to hear that one coming up. You said it's already been picked up by a charity to help promote their cause.
Yes, very fortunate. The local council that's close by to me in Kingaroy, the South Burnett Regional Council, actually helped inspire me actually to write the song in the first place. I had my eyes set on doing a remake of an old domestic violence song called Skip a Rope at the time. And one of the councillors actually said, I would like, there needs to be something more focused on country suicide, because she'd lost her partner to suicide a few years earlier. So it was a very raw comment that she made to me. And from there, I'd known friends, like I said, that I could see that they seemed like they had everything going on. Everything was all peachy, and they had the family plan, and they were always happy. They'd give the shirt off your back to help you if you asked for help. And then next minute, the news comes through that they're no longer with us. And so, from that, Country Cries came to fruition. And I think I wrote it just in a couple of hours, didn't hardly do any changes to it at all, and from the original script. And very, very excited about getting it out to the public. And I think we've actually taken like a real campfire feel on the song to start with, and we've spotlighted some harmonica, which doesn't get used as much anymore. And then, of course, it builds as it goes along. But yeah, I come up with the idea that harmonica would be a really cool way to set the scene of the different lifestyles of the country people that are dealing with everyday issues, and some that are bigger than them.
Wow, well, I can't wait to hear that one. We've got such a great preview today here on the Midday Muster of what's coming up next for Larry Cann. But I want to know about the song that's out right now, The Battle. It hit radio, I think, last week. Tell us about this song. What's The Battle all about?
Well, the battle, I guess you could take it two ways. It's a battle just to survive at the moment, but the battle is really what the rodeo lifestyle is about. It really isn't the fact that you're a bull rider, you're a bronc rider. It's the thrill of that 8-second dream. It is the battle, and so because you don't get any chance of winning anything unless you make the 8-second whistle. So, really the whole structure of the song is almost how I would set the scene as an announcer. So I've really taken that on board from my experience as a rodeo announcer and explaining it to a crowd, and then basically turned it into a song. So, yeah,
That's
quite
such an
simple.
interesting concept. That sounds like the ultimate Larry Cann song, combining your rodeo announcing, your experience of being on the bull, and then turning it into a song at your gigs. That's just, wow, you really found a way to just sum up Larry in one song.
Well, it's one of those things too, and I mean, we always, I think, as artists, we always try to find that one cool song that'd be a great one to be your show opener, and this is it for me. The battle. Let's set the scene and do the show from there, and just quietly, depending on how this COVID-19 restrictions sort of thing pans out, I'd like to do a real play on words and do an arena tour. But what I want to do is I want to take some of my friends as musos out. We'll try to get one of those nice curtain body trucks that we can pull the curtain across, set up the stage, and we'll actually pull up into those country towns that have the old rodeo arenas. And we'll pull the truck into the arena. People can pull up on the outside of the arena fence, so basically like a tailgate party. They can drop the tailgate and sit over the back, and they can still easily social distance in the dirt and dance. And it's the arena tour.
I love the sound of that. It's very old-fashioned. I'm thinking back the days when like Elvis Presley and Johnny Cash went on tour with 4 people on the lineup that all jump in a car and come and do a variety show. That sounds like what you're doing, but want to do at least, but in country communities with a truck and a rodeo arena. That sounds awesome.
Yeah, I just think it's such a great play on words. The arena tour, I just love it.
Yeah, well, if Queensland opens those borders, you can definitely count me in for that one. But I'm very keen to hear your new song, The Battle. Do you reckon you can give us a little live performance of The Battle today?
Oh, I guess I'm ready for a battle in song, one way or another. Hopefully the guitar stayed in tune. All right. Okay, we ready? Hmm. All right. This is my new single. It's a song called The Battle. You can find me on the digital download platforms, of course, Spotify. You can do Apple Music. What have we got? Amazon. We got Google Play. You can see me on YouTube as well. And it's all about having fun with your boots on. And this is pretty much how I set the scene. So I hope you enjoy it. It's a little bit of fun. So, wrong tools, it's a battle. 8-second dream to hang battle. Mind in the middle, one hand free. Cowboy's lifestyle is for me. Life on the road tends to burn each day. Each time we drive, we ride, we play. Like a fever, we ride for the thrill. The high top score is better than a pill. Stay focused, shake your face, keep it simple and make the aim. Rodeo's not a game, it's a living. Live it and breathe it and keep on winning. There comes a time in a cowboy's life when I'm hang the chopper, then a night. Age is a toughest for us all to beat as we think of one more perfect scene. So chase your dreams and ride the wind. Let the good times roll and raise a grin. Tip your hat to the crowd as you win the battle, and you make each ride and clinch the saddle. Stay focused, shake your face, keep it simple and make the aim. Rodeo's not a game, it's a living. Live it and breathe it and keep on winning. Rodeo's not a game, it's a living. Live it, breathe it, keep on winning.
Awesome job there, Larry. Woohoo!
Not bad for an
Okay,
old busted cowboy.
it definitely sets the scene of being at a rodeo and all the things that might be going through the rodeo rider's head, getting on the bull or the horse. Oh my gosh.
Well, you hope by the time he nods his head, there's not much going through his mind at all. It's got to be down to reflex.
Right. Well, then I don't think I would be very good at all on a ride because I
You-
always overthink everything. If you've got to quieten your mind, it's not for me.
You can't overthink these things 8 seconds at a time.
I was always expecting the song to be 8 seconds long, but that wouldn't be very good.
Oh, yeah, that's it. Good thinking.
All righty. Well, that was a lot of fun, and you're all decked out in your Wrangler clothes today. You're a brand ambassador for Wrangler, aren't you?
Yes, very fortunate to help the brand, and of course they're distributed here in Australia by Thomas Cook, and the guys at Wrangler have really treated me well and helped me out through these tough times as well. But they've got a whole new line. This is a brand new shirt in their new line that they've just released, and it's good to see they've brought over a couple of different types of Wranglers that are available at your local stockist these days. They hadn't released the George Strait collection Wranglers over here in Australia for quite a few years, even though I'd brought a few pairs over from my US trips that I really liked wearing. But they've also got a really nice new comfortable pair. They're 75% cotton, 25% polyester, so they do have a little stretch in them, but they are a very dressy jean called the Advanced Comfort Wrangler. And if you like good-looking Wranglers, and then go ahead and find your local stockist. They really have been really great help to me, and I love him endorsing the brand and proud to wear it. So anything from the Twisted X boots, which is another subsidiary, go right on through to the caps, to the polo shirts, to the hoodies, to the soft shell jackets and vests, and of course what they are famous for, the Pro Rodeo jeans since 1947, and the great shirts that they have on offer with the brand name Wrangler on the sleeve. So.
And I heard that you were just ironing creases into your jeans yesterday. You don't hear many cowboys doing that anymore.
Yeah, no, I had to keep the creases on. I guess I'm a little bit inspired by the king of the cowboy singers. He's one of my all-time favorites in the music industry, and that's George Strait. And you always see him. I was fortunate enough to see him in 2009 at the Calgary Stampede, and I led actually a musical tour over there, and we watched George Strait live at Calgary, and to see the starched crease jeans and just how it just dresses things up, having that little bit more presence, I guess, and I think it just adds to what I'm all about. Hashtag cowboy country. So it's a little bit down home. It's a little bit on the road, but it's a whole lot of arena dust. So that pretty much sums up Larry Cairns' music.
Oh, well, that sounds very exciting. Thanks so much for joining us on the Midday Muster today, Larry. Keep your jeans nice and perfectly creased. You got to keep it classy. You're the last cowboy keeping it super classy for us here in Australia. So looking forward to when I get to see you next in person and hear your great music that'll be coming out really soon. So thanks for joining us today, Larry.
Well, thank you very much, Danny, for having me on the Midday Muster. It's a great concept, and you've done very, very well. And as a fellow announcer, thank you very much for all that extra time and effort to show your love and passion of the country music world.
Oh, you're very welcome. Well, I'll catch you soon, Larry. Bye. Alrighty, well, I think it's time we quickly try to finish off our amazing song we wrote last week. So here it is, Write a Song With Me Live. So here is where we got up to last week. Here are the lyrics that we came up with. All of these lyrics came from you guys, the audience. So we are looking for some more lyrics. Our topic for this song is, what is your favorite thing about live music? So start leaving me some lyrics in the comments. Doesn't have to be a perfect line that rhymes. Just give me your thoughts, just raw, blurt them out, and I can turn them into some lyrics for you. So let me sing through what we've already got. And remember, our best lyrical suggestion this week will be taking home a $50 music prize. So I love to throw an album on and chase the blues away, but I'd rather be at the show to hear the music play. It all sounds better with my friends at the front of the stage. And when the singer hits those notes, I can hear their heart break. And if the band forgets the words, we'll shout them out to help them out. And if they play my favorite song, it's my shout for the next round. No drum machines, stories in between, we'll walk away wanting more. Here with all my friends till the music ends. We're tearing up the dance floor. That's why I wanna go to the live show. Let's get back to that E for the verse. Alrighty, so Ricky has said having a drink or two with my friends. Come on, I can see there's a few more of you watching than just Ricky, so I need some comments so we can finish off this song. I think we just need one more verse, and then we'll be a whole song finished about this. So we've got having a drink or two with friends. We've kind of touched on that a little bit with it's my shout for the next round. And talked about being there with your friends twice already. Jacinta saying it's her group therapy to get and see a live gig. That could work. Kayleen says the band and I are one in one. We are all here to have some fun. I think she might mean one on one. Have some fun. It's the band, just me and them. Live music gets me out and ready to watch them play. We've talked about I'd rather be at the show. Nothing beats live music shows. I agree wholeheartedly. This banter and jokes between the songs makes me laugh. That's so true. I love to see the chemistry. Kaylin says, man, all one together. Me and the band, we're here as one. Me and the band, we're here as one. The music's therapy. Yep, Bruce has put a suggestion there, group therapy. Oh, if anyone's wondering, Bruce is the producer that's writing up our lyrics for us today. Me and the band, we're here as one for group therapy. Oh, it's so funny, but I think it's going to work. Me and the band, we're here as one. Does that work? We're all one at a live music show, Ricky says. Me and the band, me and the band, we're all here to get some therapy. I think we'll go with that. Me and the band, we're all here to get some therapy. And every song they, I want to say they play, every song together we will be live. That's what they're saying. A few people saying hi, Bruce, in the comments. So, me and the band, we're all here for some group therapy. Me and the band, we're all here for some group therapy. And every song they create some group therapy. And every song they what's a great way of saying play? Every song they play, but a nicer word for play. Every song they exude, every song they wail, every song they let's see what other suggestions we've got. And what's going to rhyme with therapy? For me, therapy. Some group therapy. And every song. Kaz gave me an obvious one I couldn't think of. Perform. And every song that they perform makes me laugh or cry or feel. That might work, Jacinta. And every song they perform makes us laugh or cry and feel. Kayleen says, the days may be hard, the nights may be long, but I know that when the music starts, it's where we all belong. Look at Kayleen coming out with the, 4 perfectly written lines already. I think Kayleen could just write the whole song on her own if she wanted to. Recipe, everybody song excluded. Ricky, you're not sure I understand your comment. Some group therapy, and every song that they perform makes us laugh and cry and feel. Feel therapy, feel. It's not a perfect rhyme, but I think we'll stick with it for now. All right, so we just need 2 more lines left for today. Me and the band, we're all here for some group therapy. And every song that they perform makes us laugh or cry or feel. Laugh or cry, laugh and cry and feel. Yeah, and is way better than or. Makes us laugh, laugh and cry and feel. Da-na-na-na. The music starts, we're all where we belong. Laugh and cry and feel. Oh, how about we talk about when the show's over now and when the lights come up. Cry and feel. When the lights come up, the end of the show. And when the lights come up. How are you going to fit that in? It all sounds better with my friends. It all sounds better with my friends. The lights come up, the end of the show. The lights come up at the end of the show. And we smile from ear to ear. The lights come up at the end of the show. And we smile from ear to ear. Here in this place, we all belong. We all belong. We're all one. United in our love of country music was a suggestion from Jacinta. She's definitely got her competitive going for the $50 prize on. It's a perfect recipe, rhymes with therapy. I'll take that under advisement. The lights come up, it's the end of the show, and we smile from ear to ear. That sings better. Thanks for that little adjustment there, Bruce. The lights come up, it's the end of the show, and we smile from ear to ear. From ear to ear. Ricky says he likes the ear to ear comment. So ear to ear probably rhymes with hear. fear. We don't need to talk about fear. Here, steer, clear. From ear to ear. We all shout encore. Smile from ear to ear. But it says we know the show is near the end when the lights come up. The lights come up at the end of the show. We smile from ear to ear. Ah, cheer. Cheer is a great one to rhyme here. Thanks, Jacinta. And all is one. Can talk with them and buy some of their gear, says Keith. No, I think cheer is the word we're working towards. We need one line that ends with cheer. The stars reappear, says Kaz. Very poetic. All right, I need all your help, guys. We're putting cheer into this final phrase. Smile from ear to ear. And we're here from ear to ear. And as they take their final bow, the crowd begins to cheer. As the band, I think we can go straight into that pre-chorus from before. Potentially in the future we could look at tweaking the words a little bit, but I think it kind of works because maybe it's alluding to an encore. So let's sing what we've written today. We join as one together, we all cheer, whistle and cheer. Me and the band, we're all here for some group therapy. And every song that they perform makes us laugh and cry and feel. The lights come up, it's the end of the show, and we smile from ear to ear. We all leave with a final cheer. The crowd starts to clear. We join as one. Together we all cheer. And we join and all in one. I want to say like as one big voice. Ear to ear. And all in one. Mighty roar. Ear to ear. Maybe we say, and as they start the encore, the crowd begins to cheer. We'll have a happy year, choir. The choir begins to cheer. And we smile from ear to ear. And as the crowd becomes a choir together, we all cheer, is what Jacinta says. And as the crowd becomes a choir, we all start to cheer. I think that could be it. The light comes up, it's the end of the show, and we smile from ear to ear. And the crowd becomes a choir. Oh, how did I say that? The crowd becomes a giant choir. And as the crowd becomes a choir, we all start to cheer. And if the band forgets the words, we'll shout them out to help them out. And if they play my favorite song, it's my shout for the next round. All right, I think we got it. As the crowd becomes a choir, we all start to cheer. All right, how about I'm going to play the whole thing through as I think about who was our MVP of today. Hey, David, thanks for tuning in. Oh, gosh, there were some good suggestions today. I love to throw an album on and chase the blues away. But I'd rather be at the show to hear the music play. It all sounds better with my friends at the front of the stage. And when the singer hits those notes, I can hear their heart break. And if the band forgets the words, we'll shout it out to help them out. And if they play my favorite song, it's my shout for the next round. No drum machines, stories in between, we'll walk away wanting more. Here with all my friends, till the music ends, we're tearing up the dance floor. That's why I wanna go to the live show. I'll work on that transition. Me and the band, we're all here for some group therapy. And every song that they perform makes us laugh and cry and feel. The lights come up, it's the end of the show, and we smile from ear to ear. And as the crowd becomes a choir, we all start to cheer. And if the band forgets the words, we'll shout them out to help them out. And if they play my favorite song, it's my shout for the next round. No drum machines, stories in between, we'll walk away wanting more. Here with all my friends, till the music ends, we're tearing up the dance floor. That's why I wanna go to the live show. Very rock and roll. We finished a song today. Well done, everyone. That was fantastic. Lots of fun. You could see from the smile on my face, I was enjoying that. Alrighty, let's see. All right, so Ricky is suggesting that Kayleen or Jacinta deserve it. I think both Kayleen and Jacinta have won this prize before, but they're just our champion lyric suggesters. Everyone else is going to have to step up their game if they're going to give Kayleen and Jacinta a run for their money. Alrighty, who do we think it should be? Let me know in the comments who you think. In 60 seconds, I will tell you who I think it is. Whose lines did I use more? Oh, it's pretty damn equal. I don't know. Can we have a joint winner? They can have one album each. All right. I think we're going to call it a tie this week. I can't decide. Oh, Kayleen says she hasn't won it before. Well, I've already called it a tie, so it's going to be a tie this week. So normally one person wins the $50 prize, which is about 2 albums. This week, Jacinta and Kayleen are going to share it, 1 album each. I'll message you guys to find out what album you want. Strongly hint. There's a Danny Young Desert Water album that is available if anyone wants that as their prize. So that's it for the Midday Muster today. Thank you so much for joining me here again, live on Facebook, live on OVO Play, and big thanks to Bruce Mott and InView TV for producing today's episode. Larry Can, thanks so much for joining us today. You can check out Larry's new song, The Battle, everywhere that you listen to music. My name is Danny Young, and I'll be seeing you next time on the Midday Muster.
It's all about beauty. It's all about passion. It's all about change. It's all inclusive every day of the week. When the world comes together, united as one, sharing stories through the eyes of InView TV. Through the eyes of
let you know, Danny, Larry's still here.
Through the eyes of InView TV.
I'll bring him back on in a sec.